Sawadee-ka, and thank you for watching PGTV News. My name is Abel Wanamagog. Let's take a look at today's top headlines. The Macau Tambon Administration Organization, known as Oboto, is considering funding a 14 million baht One Tambon One Product, or OTAP, retail center at the proposed site at the Phuket Sports Complex, hoping the investment will rekindle interest in the stalled project. Promcho Triwade, head of the Phuket Office of Sports and Recreation Development, said his office is still awaiting 15 million baht for the project's first phase, the construction of an administration building. The multi-phase project carries an entire price tag of 3.5 billion baht. A 338 rai of Treasury Department land in Macau was approved for the project in March last year. But like many other mega projects in Phuket, the sports complex was put on hold after the coup, and it has remained in limbo several months into the current administration as well. As many similar facilities already exist within walking distance at the little-used Phuket Welcome Gate opened just a year ago, the future of the new project now seems uncertain. At a recent press conference to celebrate his election win, Obojo President-elect Paibun Upadising said he would look for a way to increase the usefulness of the Phuket Welcome Gate, the brainchild of his defeated political opponent, Anchali Wanit Thepaput. Kun Promchot said the Macau Oboto will make the final decision whether to provide the funding for the project by the end of the month. He said if approved, the first phase of the project will be completed sometime in 2009. Yesterday was Earth Day, celebrated worldwide on April 22nd since 1970. And here in Phuket, there were activities to commemorate the day, including pesticide-free, hydroponically grown fruits and vegetables on sale at Bangkok Hospital Phuket, and a big cleanup of Goat Racha. To encourage healthy eating and to support Phuket hydroponic vegetable farmers in Musong, Wichit, the event put on sale hydroponic vegetables, northern vegetables, and other healthy alternatives at Bangkok Hospital Phuket's park, besides the reception counter. Meanwhile, in another project, local volunteers visited Ratchayai Island to collect waste on the beach coast and around the island, both on land and in the sea. The cleanup crew worked in collaboration with the Phuket Provincial Natural Resources and Environmental Office and were taken to the island by the Royal Thai Navy. Another island and another story linked with the environment is the village on Got Maprao, who were recently awarded the commended kite mark from whitegreenhome.com, a website that profiled eco-developments around the world and annually awards kite marks developments worthy of recognition. PGTV went to find out more.
We're at the village on Coconut Island, where they have just received an award for their ecological soundness. I'm with Jay Walker, and Jay, what does it feel like to get this award?
Well, we're very happy as a company to be given an environmental award, because we've been doing our best to try to keep our environmental issues as close to our chest as possible by doing as much as we can to keep the environment as it is at the moment.
This is a beautiful island behind us. I noticed as we arrived that you can hardly see the houses. Was this deliberate?
Absolutely. What we tried to do was to make sure that we planted all the foliage and brought in coconut palms to make the place blend into the environment that we were building on, rather than some of the other developments that you can actually see the red roofs and you can a bit of an eyesore on the land. We wanted ours to blend in as natural as possible, so when you were out at the sea looking in, all you saw was the beautiful island, which it is. Well, we've put into place a few different things that we can do. Some of them are, we've put guttering, which although sounds very minor, not many developments put guttering on their villas or their condos, and we put guttering around all ours so we can collect the rainwater and then we can recycle that and reuse that. We've also put into place a septic tank unit in every individual villa. Now what we do is we take the water from that, we then clean it, and we take the grey water and we use that on the landscape in the gardens, saving water. We also, one of the things, or the big things that we do, is we take the heat from the heat exchanger from the air conditioning units and use that to heat the water in each villa. Mainly it saves electricity, but it also saves the customer money, so our customers are happy and the environment's happy because we're saving electricity. We also use a lot of foliage around the whole site, so we've had to actually bring in more trees, more plants. Any plants or trees that perhaps may have been in the way, we've actually dug up and we've moved and we've looked after, and we have our own nursery on site where we actually grow our own trees and our own plants.
You've actually brought coconut trees back to Coconut Island.
Yeah, absolutely. When we first came here a couple of years ago, it was just a pure semi-swamp, semi-rubber tree plantation. Now the reason being, it was coconuts a long time ago weren't making an awful lot of money for the local people that live here, so they changed the whole island into a rubber plantation.
Okay, I'm now with Tom. This is Tom, and Tom is responsible for landscaping the gardens here in the village. So tell me, Tom, a little bit about the landscaping here. What have you aimed for, and how do you do this ecologically?
Always start with the soils when you're talking about gardening. So we put in we make our own compost on the island, masses of cow manure and coconut mulch, and we store that in a pile with calcium for about a month and turn it over and over until it's ready, and then put that into the soils. As long as you've got healthy plants, the chances of pests and diseases are less likely. The first phase here that you're looking at now, we brought down about 300 mature trees and palms. That's about 13 trucks worth, and yeah, and then we just slowly develop the gardens as it goes. Obviously when it gets too full here, we start digging things and moving them into other areas.
So when you dig up a tree or a plant, it ends up living somewhere else, it doesn't get destroyed?
No, absolutely not. We try and just keep moving them on into other areas and reshaping the gardens as need to.
Thank you, Tom.
Pleasure.
Now let's check out today's weather forecast in Phuket. Today we can expect mostly cloudy weather with scattered thunderstorms, with a high temperature of 32 and a low of 26 degrees Celsius, with the winds coming from the east at 11 kilometers per hour. Sunrise was at 6:15 a.m. and sunset will be at 6:36 p.m. And now let's see our currency exchange for today.
So, how do you know we're looking for a manager?
Saw your ad in the Phuket Gazette.
Gazette.
Yeah, here.
Classified ads. Sure, that's the Phuket Gazette. Your resume says you're perfect in English, so why do you say Gazette? It's Gazette.
Okay, Gazette.
Perfect. You've got the job.
ขอบคุณค่ะ
Check out what's happening right here in Phuket. Don't go away yet.
Come and watch the Phuket Asian Senior Masters 2008, a senior professional golf event where all the players are over 50. This event will have a full field of over 140 senior golf professionals from more than 20 countries worldwide. Tuesday the 22nd is the first round, Wednesday the 23rd the second round, and Thursday the 24th of April is the final round. Play commences each day at 7:30 a.m. and goes on until 5 p.m. And you can see all of this at the Phuket Country Club.
And that is all for today's PGTV News. My name is Abel Wanamakok. Thank you for watching. And if you want to watch us online, you can go to www.phuketgazette.net/tv. สวัสดีค่ะ